Now, getting you closer than anyone else can. Your Backstage Pass.
And a big North Dakota Classic Country KSJB. Welcome to Tommy Overstreet. Tommy, it's good to have you with us this afternoon.
Bob, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine. That's always been my philosophy. Even as a young guy, I always wanted to do something I always wanted to do, which happens to be broadcasting, to look forward to coming to work every day, and I still do.
Well, see, we're in a very small, very elite group of people. I mean, there's not that many people that are that fortunate. Our lives lead us in different directions, and sometimes because of necessity, a man has to take a job that he doesn't like. He gets in there and he's taking care of his family, and he kind of stays there forever. It's just one of those unfortunate things. But
that's right.
We've been very blessed, so we are able to do the jobs that we like to do.
I would like to just for a moment mention and thank you to Bruce Elrod with the Cashbox magazine at Ridgeway, South Carolina, because Bruce kind of, introduced you and I and got things set up so that we could talk today. So thanks to Bruce.
Well, I know Bruce very well. He and I have been involved on numerous occasions in various other things. In fact, we found some Patsy Cline masters that had been lost for 30 years, and we recovered those, and I understand that he's going to put out some limited editions of that, so people should watch for it and be aware of it. There's 17 songs there. In fact, one that had never been mentioned in her discography, called Down by the Riverside. I met that little brown-eyed dog down by the riverside. You know that song?
Mm-hmm, yes.
And anyway, old Bruce, if he's listening, Bruce, you're a good guy.
Yeah, Bruce is a good guy, a good friend, and good to have you with us, Tommy, and of course saying hello to Bruce Elrod in South Carolina this afternoon. Is it all right with you, Tommy?
You need to get me out in the Jamestown, North Dakota area at either one of those fairs or maybe a casino in the area, and I'll come out and pick and grin, hum and strum for all the lovely folks.
Well, that's a good idea, Tommy. We'll make that a thought to work on, and we'll make that happen. I appreciate that.
Yeah, because I've got a great band, and we just have a great time, and you'd love the music that we can play, and I've got some great talented guys in the band. I mentioned Rick Charlson on lead guitar, and he plays a little steel, plays a little piano too. He's quite a talented fella and sings really good, and we have anywhere from a 5-piece band up to an 8-piece band that are just terrific, called the Nashville Connection.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have a good time wherever we go. We make friends. We shake hands and sign autographs and visit with the people, and we try to enjoy what we do.
Well, Tommy, I'll follow up on that. We'll have to make that happen. Right now, you know how radio is and TV and everything. We have to pay a few bills here, and we'll come right back after
pay
the bills. And then you know what I want to do next. You already know what it is. I want to hear the Little Bo Peep song.
All right, partner, go ahead.
All right.
Pay some bills.
All right, okay. Classic
Ron,
country.
I'm doing a radio interview. Let me call you back.
Tommy Overstreet on the line, Classic Country KSJB. Tommy's my guest from Oregon this afternoon, and he had another call collide with us, right?
Yeah, everything's fine. No problem. I just had a young band out of Branson, Missouri that we put out on my record label, which I'll have to send you a copy of. It's really a great album. So. And
then you are in
the Diamondback Band.
Diamondback Band. And then you have a website you want folks to know about, right?
Yeah, I have a website. It's just www.TommyOverstreet.net.
Okay.
And pretty soon we're going to be having over 200 of my songs on there where you can download them, kind of go through and hear a little bit of each one and kind of pick and choose and download some songs. And we'd just love for the people to visit the website anytime. We'd love to have you. And so kind of watch, we'll be doing certain things from different times, so just kind of don't be strangers. Visit us once a month, and you may find some surprises there.
Now, that's where my woman begins. That's the Little Bo Peep song. Tell us a little bit. It did pretty well, too, didn't it?
Oh, I did very well, yeah. I have a funny story. I was out in, it was a new single that I had out, and I was out in California in L.A., and I was doing they used to have a show on KLAC called Coffee With, and it was whatever disc jockey was on the air. And I don't know if you remember Sammy Jackson. He played No Time for Sergeants on television. Really a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
And Sammy, I was on Coffee with Sammy Jackson. And we were doing an interview on the air, and he'd play a song, and we'd talk about just various things. It was about a 2-hour deal when you'd go there. And the phone rang, and it was Elvis Presley's secretary. She was Elvis's secretary for over 18 years. And she said, Tommy, she said, I just wanted you to know, she said, and thought you might want to know that that was Elvis's favorite song that you'd recorded. And I said, well, my gosh, that's great news. I didn't know that. And I knew Elvis. I met him first in 1955, and we became friends, and he was really a nice guy and great talent, great singer, great guy.
Well, I tell you what, I love all of the Tommy Overstreet songs. I guess I've told you this is kind of like my all-time favorite here. I was thinking, Tommy, how we could set it up. Maybe you could sing a few bars like you did yesterday, and we'll start the song.
Well, sure. Just it goes. The bass comes in and goes dum 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 dum. Little Bo Peep with a broom and a mop, a bulge in her cheek from a Tootsie Roll Pop. Now who would believe that little girl is my wife?
That's beautiful.
That's the way it goes.
Little Bo Peep with a broom and a mop, a bulge in her cheek from a Tootsie Roll.
Tommy Overstreet, that's where my woman begins. Great song, Tommy. It's been sure fun having you on the air with us this afternoon.
Well, Bob, it's been fun being with you, and I'd just like to remind everybody you have been listening to Classic Country right here on KSJB in Jamestown, North Dakota.
Tommy,
been on the air since 1937.
That's right, Tommy. Thanks so much. Let's stay in touch. Don't be a stranger. Anytime you have the hankering to give us a call, you got the toll-free number here, and we just jump on the air anytime you like.
Oh, I'll visit with you occasionally every now and then. I won't bug you, but I'll come back and visit with you. And tell some of those folks out there to go to Tommy Overstreet and his fine band, the Nashville Connection, to come over to North Dakota. And we'll play them some music and have some fun and shake their hand and sign an autograph or two. So just it's been good, Bob. Appreciate your support over the years, and thank you for playing my records, and God bless you, son.
God bless you too, Tommy Overstreet. We'll be working on getting you out here to North Dakota.
Bless your heart.
Take care, man.
You're always the first to know. Backstage Pass.